We're showcasing the creative community of Metro Vancouver and local crusaders today on The Express. On today's show, New West Secondary's production of Grease.
They just want to make you feel small so they can feel big.
Anti-bullying pink power in Burnaby.
Say no to bullying!
Langley's Marie Antoinette wedding cakes.
Marie Antoinette is specifically custom cakes and custom cookies.
The film is about recovery from disordered eating.
A screening of the documentary No Numbers in Delta.
In a society, we often are meant to feel like we don't quite measure up.
See that and more local expression. Welcome to The Express. I'm Johanna Ward, enjoying the view from Burnaby Mountain, wearing pink in honor of Pink Shirt Day, which is a day to stand up against bullies everywhere. And we have more on that later, along with a special documentary screening in honor of Eating Disorder Week. But before we get to the serious stuff, we're hitting the stage with the first of 3 musicals on today's show. Grease is the word in New Westminster.
After 5 months of rehearsals, it's crunch time. Students at New West Secondary are greasing up for their rendition of this popular Broadway musical.
It's bittersweet because it's been such a fun process to see them grow and develop and become close. And now it's over.
Well, not quite. They still have a few more days to perfect the hundreds of lines.
Can you take me for a ride?
Sure. Melodies and dance moves. Meanwhile, the anticipation of performing on stage is hitting fever pitch.
Oh, we're really burnt out, but we're so excited, and it's just this has to go well, and it will, because we're so prepared for it, and we've just been working so hard and putting our heart and soul into this production.
Not just any production. These kids will be performing in front of 400 people at the historic Massey Theatre this weekend, and if this short dress rehearsal is any indication, they'll probably nail it.
And once we get on stage, it's the best feeling in the world. It's not like you can recreate it, and ask anyone in the cast, you can't recreate that feeling, and you can't, it's just, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just one of the best feelings ever. So I guess that's what I'm looking to get out of this. It's that feeling.
Likely the same feeling they had playing Danny and Sandy on film. And even though Grease is set in the 50s, the students say, like these Chuck Taylors, the songs and the love story are timeless. I'm Tim Chung in New Westminster for The Express.
You can see New Westminster Secondary's production of Grease at the Massey Theatre February 24th through the 26th. And you can get tickets online at tickets.masseytheatre.com. Now, our next creative story takes us to Langley to learn about professional cake decorator Estelle Matheson's new slice of success.
Mozart Bakery and Cafe has been serving the Langley community for 8 years.
We are full service. We do everything from cookies and buns to custom cakes and everything in between. And our cafe serves only homemade products, so we do everything from homemade soup, pizzas, quiche, and all sorts of other goodies.
Estelle trained as a pastry chef at De Bruyne Culinary Arts and developed her cake decorating skills over the years.
I take inspiration from everywhere for my cakes. I love art, I love music, and anything and everything goes when it comes to inspiration for a cake. Fabric is one of the biggest things that I take inspiration from. You'll notice that a lot of my cakes have draping effects on them and patterns that I've pulled off of shirts and dresses. And I'm actually working on a cake today that took inspiration from a vacation that I was on. It's based on a koi pond that I spent some time at in Cambodia. And then the last thing I'm going to do just to finish this one off is add some little dragées. I try to do cakes that are not traditional as much as possible. I mean, I will do a traditional cake if somebody comes in and asks me for one, but I like cakes that are more modern. So I like to incorporate elements from art. I incorporate elements from nature if I can. I love three-dimensional aspects, so some of my cakes are carved, they're shaped, they'll sort of curve around, and I spiral the tiers. I just trying to do things that are a little bit different than a typical round three-tiered cake.
To focus specifically on her cake decorating, Estelle recently launched a new business called Marie Antoinette Cakes.
Marie Antoinette is specifically custom cakes and custom cookies, and we're marketing to not only weddings but also the corporate market. So we're really trying to tap into businesses, business events, anniversaries, grand openings, that sort of thing. So just trying to tap into a different, broader market a little bit outside of the Langley area, where Mozart Bakery really focuses on the Fraser Valley and our local neighborhood here within Walnut Grove. Marie Antoinette is a bit of a broader reach. One of the things we can do that's a little bit different from a traditional cake is we can put a pearl finish on it that puts this little bit of a sparkle on the whole surface. The part that I love the most about making a cake is when the design is completely my own. When people come in and they say, I trust you, I love your work, can you please just create something for me? And that's where I can just be creative, come up with something of my own, and that's the part that I love the most. I get the most satisfaction from that.
In Langley, I'm Kendall Harris for The Express.
If you'd like to see more of Estelle's incredible cakes, you can go to the website mozartbakery.com or swing by her Langley Cafe. She also has a special website just for Vancouverites. That's weddingcakesvancouver.com. You're watching The Express, and we have more local stories coming up. After the break,
The color of a shirt you wear doesn't mean anything.
Pink Day in Burnaby.
It kind of reflects your personality, and you shouldn't be ashamed of that.
Oh, the things you can think when you think about
Seussical the Musical in South Surrey. You're watching local TV on The Express.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by...
The Express is brought to you in part by Plum, fashion supplier to host Johanna Ward.